Hey, Tom.
Hey, Chris.
What do we got here?
This is Metro 2033.
Metro 2033.
Yeah, it's in the future.
But where in the future?
It's in Moscow, Russia.
What?
Yeah. So, and you're supposed to fear it. It's
So,
scary.
oh my God, I'm already scared. So, this is not just a first-person shooter, but a...
Well, it has a bit of kind of story elements to it. It's a story-driven shooter. It's not just...
Okay, all right.
It's story-driven.
My bad.
Yeah.
Wrong way to question that.
Yeah.
What separates this from other first-person shooters?
The story is the atmosphere of the story, and your guns are janky. No.
So, crappy guns, excellent atmosphere,
Yeah.
and a good story. We're saying a good story.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I have never seen much on this. I've never played this, so...
Yeah, this is a game I really like.
Already, right off the bat, I'm going to say the graphics are pretty good.
Graphics are great.
I'm liking what I...
The biggest knock that people gave this game was its guns, because the guns aren't great. Basically, they don't always hit what you're shooting at.
Also, I heard it was a little buggy.
Oh no, I can't deal with that.
Oh, right. This guy can't. This guy can't play normal. He's got to do inverted.
No. This is perfectly
Inverted controls.
This is perfectly legitimate.
He's a pilot.
Oh, come on. Didn't save it. So, basically, the biggest knock for the game was... There we go. Apply.
So, did they balance it out, though? Is it extremely difficult because the guns suck, or is it balanced? You know, to where enemies are difficult but can be killed in like 2 or 3 hits.
They are pretty difficult to kill. They give you a lot of ammo.
They do get so
yeah.
You get a lot of ammo for your crappy guns.
You do, which is interesting because THQ, the publisher, actually, from what I heard, played the game and thought it was just way too hard, and that's where the Ranger download comes from. Actually, like,
so there's DLC called the Ranger, and that
which
makes
is
it
really
easier?
cheap. No, it makes it harder. It makes it back to the way that they wanted.
Oh,
the publisher
really?
wanted it to be. Yeah. And so the idea was that they kind of gimped it a little bit. They made it. They give you a lot more ammo. And so the Ranger mode is playing it much more the way that the publisher or the developer wanted it, not the publisher.
Seems like nobody's home.
Yeah, it's looking. I'm not gonna lie. It's a nice.
And basically, you got to put masks on when you go to the surface because it's nuclear winter.
That was awesome, by the way.
Yeah, and you got to watch your air filters, which isn't so bad in the regular gameplay, but on the Ranger mode, let me tell you, it makes a big effing difference. And they fog up on you, which is kind of crazy.
Okay,
so the frost effects coming in, and this dude's...
Oh, that's awesome. I just caught that. I wasn't even paying attention.
They're saying, look up there, and I'm like, what?
So what is the story?
Okay, basically, the story is... Oh, I didn't load my gun, see? I'm a fool. The story is... Some shit went down. There was some sort of... Nukes went off, but you're in Russia. You're not playing as an American this time. You're playing as a Russian. And everyone lives in sort of the Moscow train tunnels.
Oh.
So, and there's different...
Are those rats?
They're mutated creatures.
Oh, okay.
So think,
Hey! First blood. Rambo.
And basically everything went down. He
Not supposed to go
wants my
there.
help. He wants my help.
Was it Y?
It's X. Oh. I'm quickly tabbing it right now. And everything went down, and so there's little different kind of cities that are inside of the sewers, inside the subway now. And you are living in one of those cities.
I do like how dynamic the camera is. Like as you're falling and when he's pulling you up, it's not so static.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's always a nice touch. Something like Mirror's Edge, I really like that.
Yeah, it's a little more cinematic
Yeah,
as far as
it
what's
is.
going on. The graphics are beautiful. The story is actually really interesting, I thought.
Isn't it written by like a famous author or something?
It actually was a book.
Oh,
it was a Russian book that I guess has recently been turned into. You can find English copies of it, but when the game came out, I don't think the English copies were even available.
Is it like a news story or?
I think
Has
he
it
wrote
been
it a couple
around
years
for a
ago.
while?
A couple years. I mean, in the 2000s. But so we're sprinting, we're running, and the idea of this game basically is that your little society that you live in, come on, dude, follow me, has kind of come under attack
Oh, there they
By the
and-
mutants.
by the mutants, which kind of have psychic powers, and
Whoa.
they mess with most people. They can kind of like trip them out and make them see things. And the problem is, look at this beast, is they're really messing people up.
Some good old tires. Dude, things are getting blurry.
And yeah, that's the mask. If you don't change your filter, your mask, it starts to get
it's all
blurry.
nasty.
are. Glad to see you, Tony.
Yeah, because all that you can't see what's going on. It's a problem. It's a big, you suffocate and you can't see.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
a kind of a double
Insult
whammy.
to injury.
But you, Atium, are the only guy who is not impacted by these kind of evil psychic powers that these creatures have. So that's where
Dun,
you're
dun,
sent
dun.
out. You know,
Plot thickens. Oh man, what is going on?
bad things. Bad things. We got a little SWAT team here, and this is like you're like, what? Oh no.
Listen to
Oh, this is bad.
in the library.
Everybody get into the Jeep. With the
Yeah,
bullet.
that guy's in the Jeep. He's so lucky. It's like completely. Okay, now we gotta start opening fire. Now, again, people sort of said that one of the big knocks of this game was that the guns aren't, Call of Duty style guns. You go aim for a headshot, you don't get a headshot.
But this is the gameplay design, right?
well,
It's not that it's
that's-
bad programming.
honestly, that's what I think. And who knows?
It's a
People can
desi-
argue
it's a
either way.
design
But if
decision.
you think about it, these people live in the sewers, right? They
Well, I think it's
they
a little-
built their own weapons. They're janky. These guns are made by candlelight. Not in a factory somewhere.
We got
And yeah, kind of messed up.
oh
Yeah, no snap.
Superman.
And oh yeah,
Oh,
some of them
they're
can fly.
flying.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I
pretty
think
bad.
this is not going to end too well for them.
Well, this is actually a flash forward to what's going
Oh.
to happen to you later in the game.
Dude, I'm already sold on this, by the way.
And then it's like 8 days earlier.
Oh wow.
You
so
you
Wasn't ever easy
build
to
up
a little bit of
to
a
that
memento.
moment. Yeah, a bit of a memento right there. But I think the guns, it doesn't bother me, because if you think about it, post-apocalyptic, these guns were made by hand, they're with janky parts, they're not going to be perfect.
Well, the game's like designed around it too. It's not it's not unplayable. It's
No, not
definitely
at all,
playable.
not at all. I mean,
And even then, I mean, I was watching it. It looked fine.
I beat the game with no problem, and that's on both the regular mode and the ranger mode. And
Ranger
so, yeah, the ranger, it's good. Ranger mode's good. I'll skip the scene.
Artyom.
So you
Wicked
can get
last,
some of the
I
atmosphere. You saw a little of
Hunter's
the
on his
fighting
way in.
mechanics.
You should have news from the other stations. Come on.
Everything's done with a sort of a Russian niet
But
kind of accent.
but not cheesy.
No, it's pretty decent, and there's some interacting with the environment
Oh, cool. So it's almost like old school PC style.
in a bit. Yeah, not you can't do a whole lot of stuff, but you can turn out lights, and there's things you can get. There's different types of ammo in the game, and this is one of the gameplay mechanics that people thought were sort of interesting. You can talk to different people too, and so
See,
this
this
is what it
is
looks like.
some of the things that I like in a game is this atmosphere, this stuff that you're looking down like a little alleyway and you see
Exactly.
a guy reading a book
Exactly.
and you just stop and you just listen
This
to him
game,
talk to himself.
and you can, and this game breathes atmosphere, and it breathes just that there's a living society that you are a part of.
Kind of reminded me of the game that I'm really looking forward to. Deus Ex.
Deus Ex,
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Let's see what Hunter says.
It's immersive. I really like that.
It's plenty of atmosphere, and you feel,
How the controls feel? Are they?
the controls are great.
Responsive.
Exactly. You want,
patrol was
I can
attacked last
hand them
night.
over if you want. Basically, you're just following this guy. These people wait, and you can listen to each of them and what they say and what they talk about. And but the one thing I was gonna say is that there's special bullets. There's what are known as pre-war bullets in this game, and you can pick them up sometimes. They're just laying around, kind of hidden behind things. If I see one, I'll snag it. And it's used both as bullets, which do more damage,
And currency. Ah, I love it.
so
A little bit of Waterworld there, where you're selling crayons. and stuff.
So you have to choose. You have to start deciding what you want to do. So this is sort of the medical ward where all the people are kind of strung
Man, I'm
up.
surprised that there wasn't a bigger splash about this game because this looks impressive.
Well, it was a real from the reviews. I mean, I really like this game, so I paid pretty close attention to what people said, and it was real love or hate. Some people just couldn't get past the fact that the guns weren't perfect, and to me, I mean, it just works. It just fits in the story, like I've said before. It makes sense. But
All right, here's a big question.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems
yeah.
to be starting off strong.
Yeah.
Does it stay that way from start to finish?
I would say yes, but the game is not the longest game in the world.
What game
You're
is
talking,
nowadays?
depending depends on how you play and the difficulty that you're on the first time. But basically, I would
hours?
say no, a little more than 8. I would say you're probably getting in probably about 12.
Thanks.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not
12,
bad.
12 hours is decent.
Story's good. It's engaging. You can do multiple ending. Well, okay, I shouldn't say multiple. There's 2 ways to finish
Good
the
to
game
see you,
off,
Ernest.
so you can make different choices.
Hello, Artyom.
So Hunter, what's happening?
So
in the
it's not
outside
like
world
you only
these
one
days?
playthrough. If you're an achievement hunter, there are a couple achievements in this game that are just a
Ridiculous.
pain in the rear.
Tunnels.
If you're gonna be looking to get
Artyom, I met a
you
trader
know, all
selling
of
your
them,
postcards
you'll
in
probably
New
need a
York
guide.
City. I thought of your wall.
But you know, one of the other things is and I'll probably show it in a second. But he collects postcards, by the way. Is that you have a flashlight? You can see it here. They're talking. It's a hand crank flashlight. So if you're in a dark place and your battery runs out, you're in the dark until you crank that sucker up.
Oh.
And these are some of the creatures, and they're coming for an attack.
It seems like it's definitely really heavy on the story, which is
Heavy on
cool.
the
I
story,
do like
heavy
that.
on the atmosphere.
But for those that are just looking to jump in and just start
If
gunning
you're looking
things
for
down,
a gunning game, if you're looking for an
Isn't-
action shooter, it's really gonna depend on who you are. You know, let me pick up this gun here. There's an achievement actually right here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it for making sure nothing gets in this room
oh man,
through any
They
of the
never
vents.
come this
yeah,
far
man,
into this.
pressure's on
Yeah, I don't know.
They smell the blood.
We'll see. We'll see if I can pull it off.
with these janky ass guns.
They are. They're a bit janky. I mean, they really are.
Do they ever like they say you have 6 bullets, but do they ever like as you're firing it, it just goes click and like you don't?
no,
No,
it's
not
not
that
like that. It's not
janky.
like that. It's not like the gun doesn't fire. It's just that you
how
may
bad
have it
would that
lined.
be?
You might have the reticle lined up. Oh, and I already lost.
Oh, no.
You may have it lined up. Actually, no, it's not the top end. I'm sorry. It's these 4 side ones.
I was gonna say, how the hell are you gonna
Yeah,
stop
you
that?
just jumped in. You hear the bells.
Yeah.
Let me know if you see them popping through. Those guys aren't my responsibility.
Oh yeah. You just
should
cover.
re-
I was gonna say because I think we just lost.
No. It's
No,
these
we're
events.
still on. All right.
This is
There,
getting.
there,
Go on, hey.
Shoot him! Yeah. Ah, good job. That wasn't too janky.
No. They're pretty good. No.
Oh no! Oh man. Oh, all right. Good shooting there. Whoa.
Oh, there's one. I don't know where he is. Oh.
Wait, but that's not your responsibility, right?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. I'm just gonna.
These
I'm going to
irresponsible-
ignore them.
Irresponsible AI partners here.
The AI is actually not bad in this game.
Oh,
did he
does
get
that count?
Did he get in? I don't know
He
where
kind of
wait,
rolled
no,
it.
He didn't get the room, technically. He didn't leave the vent.
He came in the room, but he was dead.
He was dead in the room. It would really help if I remembered how to reload a little better.
There's just mass chaos going on.
I know, it's like real life. It's like if monsters were really attacking you. You would be running around.
This is entirely accurate of Russia in the year 2033.
Yeah. I don't think I pulled it off.
There's like 2 of them just
No.
rolled in.
I mean, they didn't make it into the room. I understand.
Usual tunnel trash.
So basically, what they're saying right now is, you need to help us out.
Hunter
Please
did
help
not
us.
return.
That would be awesome if the game would give you the decision to whether or
You
not
know?
to say no, and then it just ends and the credits start rolling.
What
or
you do is you say no, and then eventually you just hang out in the city, and then a massive wave of monsters comes and
yeah,
just
some
kills
crazy
everyone.
like cinematic at the end. They can only be viewed from that decision. What is going on here?
Finally! Taking your time as usual, huh?
I don't know what I was doing.
The platform, they're waiting for us. I'll
Like,
meet
have
you.
you
So-
ever heard of
Hey,
knocking?
Artyom, don't forget
I
anything.
know
get
I
my
live
pant-
in a
let
shed.
me
but
get my
please-
pants up
but
and
please.
get my gun, and we'll be
That's
all
it.
right.
He's getting ready. Do. And this is more the immersion of the game. Like, here you go. You can use as ammo. We were talking about that. Here's your little sort of your guide as far as where you're going. Nice thing about this game is there's a compass built into it, so you always can check and see what's going on. See, there it is. See the little green compass? Cool. And so you don't get lost.
So that's you know where you have to go.
But look, you pull it up, bam. That's what you're doing. Can't see. Let me use
Aw,
my little
dude,
lighter.
that's so awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
like it's immersion. You know?
I love
It's all
it.
immersion.
I love it.
It's
That
like-
was perfect.